The escalating conflict between Russia and Ukraine has taken a dangerous turn, sparking global fears of a larger confrontation. In recent days, the use of advanced weaponry by both nations has brought us closer to the edge of a potential world war. This video delves into the critical developments, international reactions, and the broader implications of this intensifying crisis. Ukraine's recent deployment of American-supplied ATACMS missiles marks a pivotal moment in this conflict. For the first time, Ukraine has used these long-range precision weapons to strike targets deep within Russia, including an ammunition depot in the Bryansk region. This bold move has not only shifted the tactical dynamics of the war, but also raised significant geopolitical concerns. The United States, while supplying these weapons, had cautioned against such strikes, fearing they could provoke severe retaliation from Moscow. Russia's response was swift and decisive. A new intermediate-range ballistic missile, the Orshnik, was launched, targeting a defense plant in Dnipro, Ukraine. Russian President Vladimir Putin has claimed that this missile can evade Western defense systems, escalating the technological arms race in the region. Furthermore, Putin warned that the Orshnik is capable of striking any nation that aligns itself with Ukraine, a stark reminder of Russia's global ambitions in this conflict. Adding to the complexity is the involvement of North Korea. Reports indicate that North Korean troops have been deployed to support Russian forces, with some units already engaging in combat. This marks a significant deepening of alliances between Moscow and Pyongyang, introducing new dimensions of risk and drawing additional international attention. Global reactions to these developments have been swift and varied. The United States and its NATO allies have strongly condemned Russia's missile strikes, while also expressing grave concern over North Korea's military involvement. This alliance raises fears of a broader conflict, as nations like China and others with vested interests are carefully monitoring the situation. The international community has repeatedly called for restraint. However, the escalation in rhetoric and actions from both sides has made the prospect of diplomatic solutions increasingly unlikely. The use of advanced weaponry and the introduction of new state actors into the conflict are clear signals that the situation is spiraling out of control. The consequences of this conflict are not just military, but also economic. Oil prices have surged to near two-week highs, reflecting market fears of disruptions in global energy supplies. Both Russia and Ukraine are key players in the global energy market, and the ongoing hostilities threaten to destabilize supply chains. These price hikes affect everyday people worldwide, increasing the cost of living and adding to economic pressures already exacerbated by inflation and the post-pandemic recovery. The ripple effects of this conflict are being felt far beyond the borders of Europe, highlighting just how interconnected our world has become. As the Russia-Ukraine conflict approaches its third year, the risk of miscalculation or unintended escalation looms larger than ever. This is not just a regional war. It is a crisis with global stakes, touching the lives of millions across the world. The coming weeks will be critical in determining whether the world can pull back from the brink of a broader conflict. Now more than ever, the international community must prioritize dialogue and diplomacy over aggression and escalation. Because at the end of the day, the price of war is always paid by ordinary people.